So finally, Nintendo announced the newest console, the Switch. It's releasing March 3rd and it looks really interesting. It's a home console and a portable console all in one. And unlike every other console currently on the market, the Switch actually focuses on local multiplayer, couch co-op, couch versus LAN. If you have friends, this is the console for you. Oh. But this video isn't a breakdown on everything you need to know about the console itself. If you'd like to see that, check the end of this video, the comments, or the description for a link. Anyway, this video is a breakdown on every single game coming out for the Nintendo Switch, and I'm going to start with the games that release alongside of it. Oh, yeah. Launch title goodness. 1-2 Switch. This is an interesting launch title. It's a game that anyone can play, but you need 2 people in person to be able to play it. You can't even look at a screen to play this game. You have to look into the eyes of your opponent to play it. Retailing at $50 US, 1-2 Switch is a party game, meant to be played with 2 players, each player with a Joy-Con in hand, and preferably with an audience watching the 2 players as well. Everything you need to play this game is included with the console except for the game itself. The game is sold separately, but at least you don't have to buy additional controllers. Personally, I think this would have been a perfect game to bundle with the Switch for free.
Switch.
Right.
All jokes aside, I think this is a great idea if it's as easy and simple and fast to set up as they say it is.
1. Stand Nintendo Switch up. 2. Grab the 2 Joy-Con. 3. Hand one to a friend.
This game would be a blast at parties. I think families would have a lot of fun with this. I just wish that it came bundled with the console itself, or at least at a lower price of $30. We don't know all the minigames yet, but Joy-Cons feature HD rumble technology for advanced haptic feedback. Holding a Joy-Con, you should be able to feel a simulation of holding a glass with an ice cube in it, or 2 ice cubes, or 3 ice cubes, and be able to tell the difference. If that is as amazing as it sounds, I think this game could be a lot of fun.
1-2 Switch.
Breath of the Wild isn't only the biggest Zelda game we've ever gotten, but it looks like it may be the most interesting open-world game of 2017. The ambience and feel of the world is incredible, the music is amazing, and the graphics look like they're plucked straight out of a Studio Ghibli film. As someone who hasn't played many games in the franchise, having a Zelda game shoot up to like my #1 most anticipated game of 2017 is... I'm stunned. I am stunned by this game. The story looks incredibly intriguing, the voice acting is great, the world building is fantastic, and better yet, the open world actually looks fun because it's not just a static sandbox of animations, it's more like a tech demo. There's physics. The world actually reacts to your actions appropriately. We don't know exactly what resolution Breath of the Wild is going to run at on the Switch when it's docked, but it's reported it's either going to be 1080p 60 FPS or 900p 60 FPS when it's in its dock. And when it's portable, Breath of the Wild will be 720p 60 FPS. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild releases March 3rd alongside the Switch, and it also releases March 3rd for the Wii U. Super Bomberman R is another launch title for the Nintendo Switch, and if it's at least as good as Bomberman 64, it's going to be worth every penny of whatever it costs, because we don't know that yet. It's probably going to be $40 like Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, or it's going to be more like $20 like a digital download title, depending how big the game is. This is going to be a great game for those of you that want to switch for local multiplayer in your household or with friends, or online multiplayer, but if you want to use the 2 included Joy-Cons for couch co-op, there is an entire story mode with voice acting for Bomberman R that you can play through with a friend using the included controllers. There's also up to 8-player multiplayer modes and epic boss battles as well. As for third-party titles, it looks like Skylanders Imaginators and Just Dance 2017 will also be launch titles. How Just Dance 2017 is going to work with the Switch, I have no idea. I'm assuming you're going to have to utilize the 2 Joy-Cons as motion controllers, but we'll see. Anyway, that just about covers all the games coming out on launch day. It's safe to assume that a lot of the games coming out for Switch in March are also going to be on launch day, but they just haven't been confirmed yet. This, what you're looking at right here, is a complete list of all of the games coming out for the Nintendo Switch. If you'd like, you can pause this to get a better look, but I'm going to be moving on to breaking down the more interesting games coming out for the Switch right now. ARMS, I love that name, it's so simple. ARMS is set to release in the spring of 2017 for $60. This is a unique game. I like the look of it. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. You actually use the two Joy-Con controllers as motion controllers in a fast-paced punch-out brawl with slinky arm boxers. This is a game that anyone can play. It's simple, you just pick it up. There's a few buttons you have to remember, but that's it. You use your arms for the rest. Mastering it, on the other hand, that's another story. Especially with a slew of different fighting characters with different stats. The most important thing about this to me is the fact that we don't need a sensor bar. I hate the sensor bar of the Wii and the Wii U. It's a mess. Between the Joy-Con's new HD rumble feature and the sleekness of the design and tech, I feel like if they make a lot of innovative, unique games like this that you can just pick up and play, the Switch is going to be a home run. If this turns out to be the Splatoon of fighting games, I will be very happy. The legendary Puyo Puyo Tetris is finally coming to North America and really the entire world. Far too long has the fabled best Tetris ever been restricted to certain regions. I'm glad I didn't cave and pay exorbitant prices to import a game with Japanese text that I cannot read. Puyo Puyo Tetris will be coming to Switch in spring of 2017 for around $40. Get hyped, cause you're a squid now! And it's not a port! Ladies and gentlemen, presenting Splatoon 2. I was afraid that we were going to get Splatoon Deluxe Edition, kind of like what they did to Mario Kart 8, but luckily we are not getting a Switch port of Splatoon. We are getting a full-on sequel to one of the best games for the Wii U, if not the best game for the Wii U. In fact, Splatoon was Shooter of the year it released, and deservedly so. I made the mistake of judging the first Splatoon before it came out when I saw it. I am a changed man. I am no longer a dunce that judges things before I watch them or play them. Honestly, this and Breath of the Wild are reasons to buy the Switch. I'm completely dead serious. These are console movers. These are system sellers. There's new weapons, new ultimate weapons, new abilities, new maps, a new campaign, voice chat options. There are so many things to list that are new in Splatoon 2 that it would take an entire separate video for that. Splatoon 2 should be releasing in the summer of 2017 for around $60 US. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Edition. Releasing April 28th for $60, it's going to include new characters like the Inklings from Splatoon, Bowser Jr., Dry Bones, King Boo, and actual battle stages with a battle mode. Each of the two Joy-Cons included with the console can be used as a controller, so you can play two-player split-screen local multiplayer. Mario Kart 8 should be running at 1080p when it's docked and 720p when it's undocked, with 60 FPS in single-player and two-player split-screen mode. It looks like 4-player will be cut to 30 FPS, but I'm not sure if that's for local play or online play or if there's 4-player split-screen. I don't know that yet. We're getting a new release of Skyrim for the Switch. It's coming out autumn 2017. Probably $60. I don't think we have motion controls. I don't think we can use the motion controls for the Joy-Con with this. Portable Skyrim. Okay. Okay, here we go. This right here, this is a game that people want. Scheduled to release in the holiday of 2017, it looks like Super Mario Odyssey is going to be a successor to Super Mario 64. And yes, that is Mario in our world. Mario 06. Haha, we've heard the joke a million times already, it's funny! Anyway, don't let yourself get weirded out by the fact that he is in our world, and we are human realistic looking, and he is like cartoon Mario looking, because it's Super Mario Odyssey. He's going to a bunch of different worlds, and one of them just happens to be our own. Don't think too much about it. It's not like this is Smurfs 2. Also, Bowser is a pimp. Damn, it looks good! Finally, they're innovating with Mario again. We're not getting another side-scrolling Mario that's the same as the last 10. We're getting another Super Mario 64-esque Mario, which is what people have wanted for a long time. Super Mario 3D something cat people on Wii U, that was isometric. You were locked to certain viewpoints. That's not that fun. Having full control, 64 style, that is maximum fun. Anyway, the game's probably going to be around 60 bucks, and take my money. Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I haven't played the other Xenoblade games. Although I should have, having owned a Wii U. Apparently they're some of the best worlds in video games. So I'm excited to play Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I'm gonna play it. I think it's gonna be fun. It looks cool. The game world looks great. I like this big cloud whale sky creature. Dragon. Is it a dragon? Anyway, there is no release date announced. There's not even a quarter. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 is supposed to come out. I'm going to assume it's going to be towards the end of the year, and it's going to be 60 bucks. All in all, I like the Nintendo Switch. I don't have it yet, so I can't say for sure. But it just screams a console that has been built from the ground up for fun to me. I like that we're not getting Call of Duty Black Ops 4 on the Switch. We don't need Call of Duty's Battlefields. We don't need those games on this console. This console is for games that we can't get anywhere else. Couch co-op games, party games, Mario games, and hopefully another Star Fox in the future. It looks like Nintendo is doubling down on the Nintendo-ness of their console, and that's a very, very good thing. PlayStation 4, Xbox One, those are consoles to experience all kinds of shooting games and action games and adventure games, but Nintendo is a console to experience magical fun incarnate and creativity and uniqueness, and I like that. That definitely has a place in gaming. A lot of people say all you need is a computer and a Nintendo console, and I can kind of see that in a way. Although I love my exclusives on PS4 and Xbox One. Regardless, thank you for joining me on this adventure through all the Nintendo games coming out on the Switch. If you want to see more games of 2017, check out my top 7 games of 2017 list, featuring some mind-blowing titles with really interesting and innovative mechanics. Also, check out my top 7 open world games of 2017, and if you want more info on the Switch itself, I've got a breakdown on the console, hardware, and everything you need to know. In any case, if you want to see more videos like this, leave a like, subscribe, join our YouTube family, and until next time, game massively.